Hey everybody, welcome back to the Shopify video course. In the last video, we went over signing up for Shopify, selecting a theme, and then uploading that theme to your Shopify store. We're back on our homepage here of Shopify, and you see the next step they say to do is to upload a product. But I actually have been doing this for a while, and I actually found a different kind of step-by-step process that makes it easier for you to upload a product because you already have your domain and you already have your collections. So we're going to do things in a slightly different order than Shopify suggests on their dashboard, but just follow along with this video, and we'll get you through it to the end the same way Shopify does, just in a slightly different order. So for this video, we're going to set up our domain names instead of just adding a product. So if we want to add our domain name, if it shows up here, again, Shopify changes their platform every week, it seems like. They don't always change it, they just upgrade it. Sometimes these things will be in a different order on the sidebar. They'll all still be there, but they'll be in different spots, right? So maybe something will move from here. Maybe discounts one day will move to under an online store section. Domains used to be down here, now it's up in online store. So these things change. You're going to need to learn your dashboard specific to when you sign up for Shopify, but this is the current one. This is the one that's out right now. But like I said, last year they changed 7 or 8 times, changed their layouts, changed where things were. Everything's still there. It's just in a different order. So if you look at this video and you try to follow along and click exactly where I'm clicking, it probably, if it's like 2 weeks from now, it may be in a different spot. So really learn your platform, learn your layout, and then it's easier to follow along with this course. So that's definitely what I suggest doing right now. If you haven't done that already, pause the video, go back, learn where things are, learn where the layout of your dashboard is, and then it'll be easier for you to follow these videos. So again, we want to create our domain name. So I'm going to go back to home, and you see here it just says add a domain. If I click that, it's going to take me to where Shopify allows us to purchase a domain name from. So again, if you weren't on homepage, if it's not shown there, you can click online store domains. That'll bring you to the same page. Again, what a domain name is name just the same as you had a big store name, a sign above your brick and mortar store. That's what this is. So it's going to be changing this up here to your actual store name. For the purpose of this video course, I'm going to be creating a store, so I needed to pick a niche and products and things like that. And what I decided to do is do razors. I did another video course on this before, and I used razors then as well. So I'm going to be sticking with that. It's easy, and I already have the products up. So I already have the product selected that I'm going to show you how to put up. So for this, we're going to purchase a domain name. I've already picked out my domain name, and personally, not just personally, the best practice is to use your keywords in your domain name. So you have if you have a keyword that is like 4 words long, that's probably too long. You're going to want to shorten it and use really that most targeted keyword, the most not even targeted, broad keyword. So for me, I'm going to be making a razor store. So my keyword is razors or razor. So I'm going to be using razorsharpshaves.com. So if we don't already own the domain name, we're going to click buy a new domain. Here is where Shopify allows you to purchase a new domain. I'm going to show you what happens if it's taken already, if the domain name is already purchased. So www. I've already looked this up. Razorsharpshaving.com is already taken. We're going to want a .com, guys. Purchase a .com. If you're in another country, purchase the .com, .uk, and also the .com. Try to do that. Try to find something that's available for both. So again, I already know this is taken, so I'm just going to click check availability and see if it says it's taken. And here are some suggestions. I wouldn't take those suggestions, and I would try to find a different domain name. So for us, we're going to start over. I've looked, and this is the free one that I'm going to be using, razorsharpshaves.com. I'm going to be paying $13 a year to have this domain name, which in the grand scheme of things is really, really cheap. So I'm going to do that through Shopify. So I'm going to check availability. and it's available for $13 a year. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and put my credit card information in here, and then I'm going to click confirm, and you'll meet me on the next page. Okay, so this is the page that will show up when you when you do two things. This is the page that'll show up after you just put in your credit card information and then you click the I agree button, and this will pop up, right? That's what I just did, but it has my personal information on it, so I moved on to the next page. But this is what it'll look like, right? So if we come up to here, primary domain, I'm going to choose one of these. Now you can choose either one, but make sure that for all future stuff, if you're going to be linking to anything, if you're going to be providing links, you use that same. So if it has www, when you have links back to your store, use www, and if not, don't. So I'm just going to select one, and I'm going to redirect all traffic to this domain. What does that mean? That means that this will no longer be seen by anyone. It'll always go to this before it goes to this. So nobody will see this, and now they'll just see my new domain, and we're going to click redirect and save. Okay, so this right here, it's showing that it's set up in progress. That usually takes 24 hours to go away, maybe sooner, maybe a little later. But Shopify is basically setting up this through their system. So it may not work right away, but it should. And you come back in here, it'll say okay next to it and okay next to it. We can check to see if it actually worked. And see, it actually is working already. But it actually is working already, but it's not showing here yet, but it will. But you see now our domain name is no longer that DSL theme 2. It's now razorsharpshapes.com. Okay, so that's how easy it is to sign up for your domain name through Shopify. If you already own another domain name, you would click add existing domain, and you want to link that up, and you put your domain name in here, and you click add domain. It'll bring you to another page, and that page will have like step-by-step instructions on how to link it up. But obviously, there's Namecheap, there's GoDaddy, there's all sorts of different ways to buy a domain and places to buy a domain. So I can't show you each and every one of them, but I will show you, and this link will be below this video as well. Here is Shopify's guide on how to link your domain name up to Shopify. Now, each one of these things is different. See, it says GoDaddy, Namecheap. If you click each one of these, whichever one you've purchased your domain name through, it will give you step-by-step instructions on how to link that domain to Shopify. It's pretty easy, and luckily it walks you through it. So we'll just click GoDaddy, and it literally has step 1, do this, step 2, do this, step 3, do this. It's very, very simple. Follow that. Shopify luckily updates this every time GoDaddy's platform changes or another one of their platform changes. So it should be up to date. So again, I will link back to this page below this video, and that is how you link your domain name up that you've already purchased to Shopify if you didn't purchase through Shopify. So those are the two different ways you can do that. And then once you have your domain name up, again, this will no longer show here. It will no longer show here, and it will redirect. We have to make sure this is clicked, and this is set to your actual domain name, and we will no longer see our .myshopify.com. So guys, that's how we link up our domain names. In the next video, I'll show you how to create collections, and then we'll take it from there. I'll see you in the next video.